Good morning, folks. This is Naeem Aslam, Chief Market Analyst at AvaTrade, and welcome back to our coronavirus special update. Now, as you guys have probably gathered, that the coronavirus situation has started to deteriorate once again. Why? Because if we look at the numbers, the coronavirus numbers only for Europe over the weekend, there has been over 700,000 new cases over in Europe. And as for the UK, only as of yesterday, we had more than 17,000 new cases. Now, obviously, the Prime Minister is over in the United Kingdom is very much trying his best to contain the situation, and regional lockdowns are very much in target. Of course, London is on a higher alert, and then especially the northern parts of the country, such as Manchester and Liverpool, they are on a much higher tier of these lockdowns. But the question really is that what do these lockdowns, what does it really mean for the stock market, especially for the UK stock market, and of course for the European stock markets as well? Because the situation as we move into the winter is becoming really bad, and that means that if these regional lockdowns they do not work, these governments will have no other choice but to introduce a national lockdown. Now, so far, all the governments are very much trying, or they're trying their best to avoid the national lockdown. They're trying to target, or they're trying to curtail the surge in coronavirus cases, and of course the death rates, by using regional lockdowns, by making sure that the people and public understand it. But then on the coronavirus vaccine side, of course, there's a massive race for this potential vaccine for coronavirus among Pfizer and Gilead Sciences and several other companies. But companies like Pfizer, and Eli, their potential coronavirus vaccine is still very much in a pause because of this unknown illness which was created among the different participants. So overall, what investors are thinking, okay, if and when we will get this coronavirus vaccine, how that is really going to influence the overall economy. Having a vaccine is one particular thing, but having the vaccine for the entire public and getting the vaccine out to a public is a very separate matter. So just having a coronavirus vaccine isn't really going to get us out of this particular hole that we are really in, or especially the economic recovery, the obstacles, the headwinds that it is really facing. Because what we really wanted to see is that enough medicine, enough vaccine getting out to the public, and then of course public taking that vaccine and having that confidence in that vaccine. Because if the public doesn't really have that confidence, and it doesn't matter whether the vaccine is here, they will not take it. So we don't only need a vaccine, but we also need to have a confidence among the public that who are willing to take this vaccine in order to kill this coronavirus. So all of these factors are very much likely to impact the overall economic sentiment. Otherwise, we will continue to see empty streets, we will continue to see empty shops, the retail sales, which, by the way, now, of course, in the UK, we've seen a pretty decent retail sales, but they will continue to plunge. The economic recovery will not take place as long as these coronavirus cases will continue to improve. But on the bright side, we are seeing a picture which we are very much familiar with, because back in March, we didn't know anything about this virus, or especially back in January, and we had no measurements in place. Now governments do know how to control the virus. The emergency services centers are a lot more prepared to deal with the virus. We have several different other preventative measures in place which can really help to slow down the pace of this coronavirus. But for now, of course, this situation is deteriorating, and that remains a concern. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.